Hello everyone, welcome to another video. In this video we will be dealing about non-parametric test. So usually there are three types of non-parametric test. First, it will be Mann Whitney U test. Then we have Kruskal Wallis test, and then we have Wilcoxon Signed test. So these three tests are used in three different situations, and the only assumption is that the data that we are looking for does not follow normality. So here I just took one data, so RR SBI, so it is an continuous variable. So first and foremost thing that I have to check is that for whether it follows normality or not. So explore, I will just click on dependent variable. I just click for outliers, and in the plots I need histogram to check the normality. So once the normality is checked, we can continue for the next value. So here you can see the Kolmogorov-Smirnov test and the Shapovalov test are saying that this is not following a normality. So this does not follow a normality since it is significant. So hence this does not follow a normality. The only option for us is to go for the non-parametric test in case of comparisons with any other values. So here I have a group, so group 1 and group 2 are there. So there is a group A and group B, and its frequency is given. So I just need the comparison of this group with respect to SPI. So as I told, this does not follow normality, and hence the only option is non-parametric test. As you can see, this group has two options. When we do the comparisons for two options, like we have the independent sample t test, we will offer Mann Whitney U test. So for the Mann Whitney U test, you can go for analyze. In the analyze, you will have non-parametric test. In the non-parametric test, you can go for independent samples, or you can have here two independent samples. Both can be used. So here you already the option will be given Mann Whitney U test. So here my grouping will be group, and I have to give those codings, and this is my test variable. In the options I need descriptives. Okay, and okay. So here my p-value is given. So our p-value is asymptotic sigma sig to tailed 0.572, which means it's not statistically significant. That is, the both groups have the correct range, and they are not different from each other. Always remember, when using non-parametric test, we can go for mean value, we have to go for median value. So either you have to find it individually, or you have to go the descriptives. Once you go with the descriptives, you will get the median value in case of the mean value. So always remember, for non-parametric test we don't go for mean value. So as I said, we have group 1 and group 2. Let's consider I have a third group. So if this is the third group, then uh, and it will be 3 group C, then we can go for Mann Whitney Mann Whitney test. So we will go for Kruskal Wallis test. So Kruskal Wallis test is just like the ANOVA test. For instead of ANOVA, we will go for Kruskal Wallis test. So for more than 3 categories, more than 2 categories, that is 3 and above, you go for Kruskal Wallis test. You can have k independent samples. In the k independent samples, it is given as Kruskal Wallis, and you have to give here minimum and maximum and those parameter. So once you're given that in the options, you can give for descriptives and okay. So here our Kruskal Wallis test is given, so you can see it is 0.18. again, there are not much difference. So always remember, for the non-parametric test, you go for median value. You have to give in the median value, and you have to give the p-value is just 0.218. So the another thing is we have is Wilcoxon Signed rank test. So it's go for paired, instead of paired t test, we go for Wilcoxon Signed rank test. That is given a variable at different intervals of time. Let's say this is given at at 1th hour. So again this is measured again at the 2nd hour. In that case you will go for Wilcoxon Signed rank test. It is same as that. So in the non-parametric test, or you can go for related samples, or here you will have two related samples. So in the two related samples, you will have here Wilcoxon. So you have to just give those numbers. So these continuous variables should be given just as the pair data. So here you will give one continuous variable, here also you have to give another continuous variable. So here since I don't have any continuous variable, I'm just giving a categorical variable, but you have to make sure it is continuous. So you have to give Wilcoxon. Here in the options you can give for descriptives, and if you click OK you will get the Wilcoxon Signed rank test. Always remember Wilcoxon Signed rank test is given instead of paired t-test. So instead of independent sample t-test we will go for Mann Whitney U test, and instead of ANOVA we will go for Kruskal Wallis test, and these all will be done once you make sure that the variable you are going to analyze doesn't follow normality. So that's all for today. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed this one, please subscribe and hit those bell icon. Thank you.